Apparently, there's supposedly a direct coming in a few days, and it says predictions. Again, I am still on the fence about the supposed August Nintendo Direct because they really only have 1 week to put this out. Okay, September you have a whole month. I think September is more likely than August, but Nintendo always has surprised us time and time again. Of some of these things, but usually the direct, if it is a direct, it might be a direct on like some game that already exists, or it could be, a partner showcase. Yeah, I don't think that was gonna be a partner. I think if it's a direct, it's gonna be like a normal direct, or it's gonna be a indie world direct to show off indie games for the Switch, because they do love to do that. Because indie game because I think even if third-party developers hate the Switch, okay, because it's a weak console, and the developers, it's like the Switch is like the best stream, okay, because Switch is not complicated hardware wise compared to the PS5 and Xbox One series. Okay. That's why the Switch has tons of indie games. Okay. I noticed that the Switch has tons and tons of indie games as well. Okay. Tons of indie games. Okay. Not just the ones in Nintendo sold out more. Like it has tons of indie games. I noticed that too. Tons and tons of indie games as well. But yeah. As well. But again, most indie games don't really sell out. It's only but it's the same thing with even like AAA games. There's tons of AAA games like that new woke game that came out on the PC that the critics keep telling it's like the greatest game ever, but only like 12 people are playing it. Like the jokes write themselves at this point. But of course, still also I still have to prioritize my comments with indie games. There are indie games that do sell out, like Undertale, Hollow Knight, Goat Simulator, that duck game. I forgot what that game is called. I know it's a game about a duck. Or no, I think it's called like geese or something. It's something like a duck or a geese, okay? But that game sold well. Ark Survival Evolved is a very popular, and of course, not any game. Every indie games have 2D. Probably Ark is an indie game as well. I think indie game is basically a game made by a independent studio, not the major studios. Kind of like how those indie movies, indie music, and blah blah. But indie music is usually, excuse me, much more niche. Indie games, a lot of indie games are usually more niche than most big games. That's why I always think indie games are, like, if you want to put a spotlight on like the big indie games, like, yeah, but yeah, the only reason I get disappointed by the indie world showcase is because it's not a normal Nintendo Direct. That's the main reason why. Because I want to see the Nintendo games. I come to a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo games, obviously. That's the only reason I watch a Nintendo Direct, to watch the Nintendo games as well. And the last Direct was kind of mad, but it was kind of, I was like, but to be expected to be mad because the Switch 2 is cut because there's no Switch 2. Of course, it's gonna show what Nintendo has in store for the next couple of months. Hey, at least Mario Luigi is back. Goodbye.